What's up, family? Welcome back. Today we are in Genesis chapter 7, and the title of that text is The Flood, starting in verse 1. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Verse 1. Following the ark's completion, the Lord gave Noah the order to begin the complex process of boarding the craft. Because of Noah's righteous walk with God, he and his house would be saved. Of every clean beast that thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female. Of fowls also of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth. Verse 2 through 3. While one male and one female of every species of air and land animal were to be taken and brought the ark of every clean beast, both those of the land and the fowls of the air, Noah was to have 7 pairs of males and females on board. The concept of clean animals is explained elsewhere in the Torah in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1 through 46. Essentially, these were animals that were fit for human consumption and could be offered as sacrifices to God. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. Verse 4. The advance warning God gave Noah here about the onset of rain was necessary, for it almost certainly would have taken 7 days to finish loading, securing, and tending to the dietary needs of all the wild animals on board the 3-level barge-like structure. The number 40 plays a significant role throughout the Old Testament. Isaac and Esau were 40 when they were married. Moses was on Mount Sinai for 40 days and nights receiving the law from God in Exodus 24:18. Israel spent 40 years in the wilderness following their disobedience in Numbers 32:13. The Philistines oppressed Israel for 40 years in Judges chapter 13 verse 1. And several judges and kings ruled over Israel for 40 years. And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him, into the ark because of the waters of the flood. Of clean beasts, and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls, and of everything that creepeth upon the earth, there went in 2 and 2 unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God has commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. Verse 6 through 10. Noah's age at the onset of the flood, 600 years, will be used to indicate the duration of the flood. No other human after Noah will be said to live to this age. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. Verse 11. Water came from 2 different sources, one above and one below. Exactly what is meant by all fountains of the great deep is unknown. The phrase appears to refer to a massive outflow of pressurized water from underground sources that burst out of the ground with devastating effect. And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And the selfsame day entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them into the ark. They and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, every bird of every sort. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, two and two of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in male and female of flesh, as God had commanded him. And the Lord shut him in. Verse 16. Shut him in. The author gave no detail to explain how God performed the supernatural act of shutting in Noah. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was left up above the earth. And the waters prevailed and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth. And all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. Verse 17 through 20. 15 cubits would be about 22.5 feet. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle and of beast, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man. All in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land died. And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of heaven. And they were destroyed from the earth, and Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. and the waters prevailed upon the earth in 150 days. Verse 24. Though the text does not explicitly say so, that the total of 150 days seem to exclude the 40 days of rain, the Hebrew word translated as prevail emphasizes the power of the waters.